Hello again.
Hello again. Yes, we come back, and this is our fourth episode. We go and talk about empowerment of um, young people, especially who displaced and then come alongside as a refugee and to this country, and then of course to many other countries as well, and coming without parent. And we're going to talk about more the challenges faced and also the empowerment that the opportunity that go and get. So yeah.
When you say empowerment, what does that word mean to you?
I think empowerment, if we see it in an easy way, listening, because if you listen someone, you will understand he or her capability of, or his dream or her dream. And because I maybe, even though they're not really, fit with the environment that they born and raised, but for different issues, for different reasons, they left the countries and then they've been displaced. They moved to different countries as migrant, like for example, as a migrant, and they completely today they are even not even mature, and but they try to fight it all the way up, and then they make it a safe place, and then if they don't have the empowerment giving, it's not about giving power, it's about like listening them. And if you listen enough, you understand that person, and this child maybe have something that can contribute in the future, something amazing, and it can be creative, can be it's not just okay, we see it in a way it's a child or it's a refugee boy or girl, and we don't care, but is giving opportunity these young people, and giving opportunity and information and then guiding them will really help them to to prepare them, because I imagine coming here yourself by the age of 14 and by the age of 15, 16, and then what is your situation look like, and but for example, one of the things I've got invited to talk in I think in Brussels at the European Union, and it was about migration. A child get lost in migration, and then for example, they ask me. I mean, some sort of question come up, and that who are responsible for this? Who do you think? It's everyone, and of course, maybe we only look up to the state, but what is our responsibility,
Yes.
as a communities, as a countries, and as there is as activists and as a human being, what is our responsibility? And so that is come down to, okay, if you will listen early at the arrival to to that child when someone came to this country, and then listen them, give a safe place, and then let them breathe, let them feel themselves, and then guiding them. They want someone, they feel safe, they feel accepted, they feel belong. I know it's kind of hard, but I don't think if that is not really in place, I don't see the empowerment, because empowerment is started from there, and getting learning and going to the school and learning a necessary field for them future. So that's how I see it, in because this is the first tools. Maybe we have to see it in a way, listening in a better way, and then let them be themselves, and make them they are important. Yeah.
So to empowering it belongs, it seems, to treat each other with respect, to have this empathy that we talked about, to really, truly be curious and listen to this person, because we want to learn from each other, as you always say, and then also find your way to give.
Yeah.
Maybe someone is amazing at the soup kitchen and someone else is really good at teaching English, and get to know yourself and see, where can I be needed? And where can I give relaxed? Where can I give without breaking my own back, And this is something I think that is also very important, to find
I think yes.
your
I
way
mean,
of giving.
you have to see it, but I don't believe that there is a place only where you can take, and there is a place only that you give. There's life always circle. You take and give, because I may not take money. I take something. I take time from you, for example, and you may not take the items, the tools, something, but you may need someone who listen to you, and that you, so you can express yourself, so you can talk to them, and that is giving, like, that's not a resource, it's a value, because if I don't have someone who have a time for me, I have everything, but I am my own. I've been this depression, this loneliness, and the darkness. But how I can put myself up there if I don't trust enough someone? And maybe someone need a resource that you can support with the resources that you have. Maybe someone need a time that you can support with your time. Maybe need something else. So helping is not only that way or in one way. It's because it's always everything is support, and everything you need a support. Like, you can be in top, you can be in bottom. It's like at the bottom, it's always something just to need. So I don't see, okay, because I'm a refugee, I only need it, or I only get. But as you say it, where also can I fit? Where can I contribute? Where can I give? And it's good to understand that.
And what goes around, that comes
It
around.
comes around.
And that's also why it makes so much sense that you say, that you talk about the young people, and why is it so important that we support and encourage young people? Because if you come as a 14-year-old kid or even younger, everyone needs to step up and be responsible,
For
because
sure.
we have to be that new family to that child,
Yeah.
And this is a topic that I would love to hear from you, of a lost kid in migration. I mean, it's a very scary topic also for me to think about, as if I would be like a kid that gets suddenly, like, that grows up without a family, because
But I think that's like society seeing my way. It's not my thing, or it's not my, for example, my child, and we have to see that if I was that person or that child, what would it be? Because as me, as a person, have a responsibility to help someone who down below me. What I can contribute, guiding with information, finding better environment for them, speaking to someone, and referring to the safe place, or the better place. And people think, people just say food and okay, done. It's not like, these people have traumatized. I imagine myself once, because we have a day that we traveled with the 69 years. This man, old man, he is 69 years old, and then we traveled, but obviously he, really tired, and we get lost it because we have so many people. And then, the second day we came, someone who lost husband, but she is alone with the child. And then, this so many things. But then, you can find the people who lost everything. I mean, they're being, but maybe because they get supported, they cross the Mediterranean, and they just with the boat. And it's a really, a very scary and a very sad situation. But it is what it is. You can't really do anything. But what you can do and support something with what you can at the place you are. And if you find something, try to do something. And that's how you can maybe help. And is if at least if you can't, refer maybe to somewhere else where they can get better, where they can get find support. I think for sure that's why I said everyone have responsible.
It's my best. Yeah, and this is also such a luxury that I feel like I'm at such a space and time where I have time to spare, where I have resources, and where I really comfortably can help. And that's so amazing. And we don't even need to talk, like, we don't even need to call it only help, but give, and like, to be an exchange. I think that's something how I want to see it, an exchange. Yeah.
But also you have to see the value that you, like, if you helped someone and then that person achieved something, how much you feel, that you feel amazing, and then that you feel, wow, I changed life. By just doing simple thing. It's for you, it's a normal, but for that person it's very important at that point. He can be in a very dark point, and then you see it. Okay, You just did something normal for you, like, okay, maybe, and but for some it's a change in life, and then you have to see it in that way. How, you know what is my contribution in this, what is my responsibility, and then of course, what is my encourage or way to give back with what I can.
Yeah, and in an ideal world, it should be a mixture of the government providing like really big help packages and all these things, and the grassroots. So, us as people, you are part of the community.
Yeah.
So, now when new people arrive, it is on us to welcome them, on us to show them around. And especially you coming from that place and knowing exactly what kind of information you needed in the beginning and all these things.
Yeah.
Of course, you are even in a very much more knowledgeable situation of what these people need.
Yeah.
And it's just so admirable with all the work that you do for Spark 15 that you guys have this community, and help each other.
Yeah, I think
And this is exactly how we should implement integration and empowerment. But also, again, we're to draw the line of that you are not breaking your back because you made it as your task, but it's a task, it doesn't even pay money.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
not even like a job,
Yeah, for sure.
And I think that's a big challenge as well.
Yeah, because that's the thing. I mean, again, everyone have the point to give back, in a way, different ways, and not just one point. Because Spark 15 is a refugee organization doing so much in a way that, with what we can, helping and reaching out, and with the information, and with the referring, and then also with the fight education, with the helping people to university or college is something like our priority, because the education is where everyone can understand themselves. This is important for me, and I can build my future in this way or that way. But again, the integration is a part of our life, and we want to really see ourselves in the society. We want to be part of the society, and again, we really want to. We're not only taking, but we all know each and every one of us, there is something that we can give back to the communities in a way that is a one thing I was. It's funny. I was driving, and then it's because I saw the rubbish falling on the road, and I just stopped the car in the middle of the road, and then I picked the trash and then just put aside next to the bin, and then just someone was recording me. It's like, why you even do this one? It's like,
Come out and help me.
yeah, it's like, why you have to record? And maybe because I don't have that much. I can't really pull out the road. If I drive it, I'm going to hit the trash, and then going to be like displaced everywhere. So like I stop it and then just move it, because this is my responsibility. I don't even have to be proud of something. It's just my country, as a way that until I'm here, tomorrow I don't know. Until I'm here, I have to keep the way I want to see it. So this is a way that we contribute, because having enough empowerment help us to be good give back. That's how I see it. That's how I see the link. If you have someone who care for you, if you have someone who love you, who guide you, I have responsibility. I have something to give back, and that's how I see it, and that's how it should be. Because I don't see only. I'm not going to stay only on the side taking, on the side giving, because life is changing. Life is always part of in and out. So that's how I think.
And if you could summarize for the people who watch what they can do in their everyday life to really, if they want to help, because sometimes also me, I felt a bit lost. I was like, yeah, I want to help, but how, or what are qualities that you're looking for?
But reach out, and then just because maybe if I don't have money, I can't help. Or maybe if I don't have knowledge, I can't help. Maybe I don't have education, I can't help. No, there's no anyone. We all the same in the same level.
And just by existing,
yes, by
existing,
that you can share something, that you can help, and by reaching out and refer, like look around, and then try to find yourself having enough patience to listen someone, because you come across someone who really get angry because he's frustrating, and then he's going through a lot of things, but then you just speak, how are you, like, who I be, who like why you asking me this question, and because maybe that moment is not the moment that he answering I'm good or this me. You know what I mean? So is
And maybe we are simply not always good.
yes, yeah,
Yeah.
and not everyone affected in a different way, in the same way. So I think that in that sense, for sure we're trying to like build ourselves as organization, we're trying to build ourselves in root in the communities, where we can reach every angles, which means we are not like being part of getting famous or getting favor, doing favor. It's just because I've been there, I know what it feel like, I affected in the same, a lot of people affected, but today I'm not that position, at least I'm in I'm better shape. I shaped it myself through a lot of things, but that experience helped me to be, strong and the key fighter. So I want to reach out the people who not really have that determined, because we all weak. I don't think there's a sense, oh, I'm strong, and there is no, we all weak in some point, and we just need someone who give us hand, and then that's part of everyone, and you may know, you don't really know when you going to change life of someone, and you never know how you come across to someone, and how much patience you have if you're going through difficult time, but you find someone who actually worse than you, and do you think that you forget yourself and try to reach out? It's difficult, right? So it's like everyone have something worse going on, but as a community also getting together, learning each other, and understanding, be more friendly, we can actually, build the better bridge in every angle, and have something common, and also um, you know find the way how we can inspire more people to be part of our, because by doing good thing, and one thing you at a time, some you get more as support, and more visible, and then you get influence, and then that part of changing game, and then you change it in yourself, in your friend, in your environment, your families. So I think moving in that way, I think help us to be empowering ourselves, actually, just someone else empowering ourselves, empowering our communities, getting visible, and as we are matter, I think in that sense. So yeah, that's how I see it.
Like our podcast can maybe serve as a little seed that grows into a plant, and that creates more seeds to
I think
have
that
these open conversations.
that actually, yeah, I mean, because maybe doing, it's not like, okay, do you do something for yourself? It's like, okay, by using our voice, because as you say, giving is not only physical thing, or in another way. By using your voice, you actually can help other people to, have a different mindset, who, like, for example, maybe they think yesterday, but if they listen to you, they actually, because this is the reality, this is the real, what I've, experienced. And then by, having that, by listening that, they actually, they can come forward. Their mindset can change as well. Wow, I thought I was thinking different, and I'm wrong, And again, because sometimes, we are too judgy, we are too quick. If the good people also come forward, you did mistake, you need to correct that. You know what I mean? That's how I believe. The good thing is always there. The good people is always there. If you do something wrong, if you do something mistake, the good people always come forward. You need to improve that. That, you need to change that. I don't mind getting, people telling me my mistake, because that's part of
It's
learning.
constructive.
Yeah,
It's constructive. You can really
there's no
grow from
perfect,
it.
and because the thing that I'm just me, but I'm more than happy to get that feedback, that support. That's actually part of, like, educating you, and telling you you can actually do better. One thing is, like, was listening something is very touchy, and you can actually tell the people the truth, but not in every moment. But if you invite someone to your place, and it's that person can say, they may not tell you the truth, because you may surround it with your friend, but I don't want to embarrass you, and like you may say, like, how do you find my place, or I may say it, it's worse, but because I don't like it. But I could say it's nice, but when the situation over, I can say it, you can improve that, because I didn't like it. I don't want to tell you as a friend in front of the people, because but you can do it in this way, or you can do it in that way, because it looks better.
Yes.
That's
And it is, in the end, it should be a favor to your friend that you've been honest.
for sure.
Honesty, and that friend can say, yeah, but I like messy,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
it is said, and it's
Sad,
and
but
it
like,
is a
okay, maybe you feel
service.
I don't want to disappoint
Yes,
you,
yeah,
but in
yeah.
reality, it's not. But if you really want to help, be part of that.
And that's, I think it's also a big part of integration.
Yeah.
To be honest and say, in this country, you have to take your shoes off when you go in a temple or something, because otherwise, maybe I would have never realized
People
that,
can take offense as well.
Yeah, and you have all these taboos that you maybe jump into because you don't know that this was a taboo, all these rules that are unspoken rules that you first somehow need to read out of their heads. But if someone is telling you, like, this is how we do it here, honestly, in a quiet moment, then you can act upon it.
Yeah, for sure. That's I think
So,
that's
yeah.
really good.
Wow.
So thank you again, and
Thank you
it's
for
really
planting
amazing.
the seed.
Yeah,
Dursa.
yeah. Because at some point we see the tree that we're not going to use, but we see it, the good thing for someone else. So in a way, but because life is a building, moving on, and you do good thing and you pass to someone, and then that's how good thing generated. So yeah, that's how I see it, and it's been amazing. And then thank you so
Thank
much.
you so
Yeah,
much.
cool.